Scene 13. Pran talk. Pran, are you okay? Your face looks pale. I'm startled when Y's cold hand touches my forehead. I was distracted by the person who's supposedly hiding on the balcony. Where did he go? How could he disappear from the exposed balcony on the 10th floor? I I'm fine. My brow furrows. You should leave now. You have work to do. I think the project stresses you out too much. Did you get any sleep? I did. You're the one who should rest. Why stares at me, bemused and nods. All right, I'm leaving. Are you going to sleep tonight? If not, I'll call you when you're sleepy. I'm probably sleeping tonight. I stayed up all night yesterday. Okay, I'll be off so you can continue working and go to bed soon. I nod and see him off at the door, trying to my best not to show anxiety through my expression or eyes. I want Y to get out of here and shut the door quickly so I can hurry to check on the guy with an unknown status. Hmm. See you tomorrow. Y smiles and waves goodbye. I return a smile and wave him away a few times before slamming the door shut. As soon as I release the doorknob, I take long steps towards the balcony. Flip! Pat! I slide the door open rapidly and look around back and forth. With no single soul in sight, I grip the fence and gaze down. I know I shouldn't jump to a conclusion, but my body acts on its own. What? You think I'm dead? I halt and run and turn towards the familiar annoying voice. Pat, you're worried, huh? I frown, not amused. Is it so funny? Hey, don't sulk. I'm not messing with you. That monkey suddenly wanted to enjoy the view on the balcony. What was I supposed to do? I press my lips together and look away, knowing none of this is his fault. I can't help feeling pissed though. This frustration blooms from the fact that I couldn't do anything at all. Hey, Pran, don't leave. I can't cross over. Will you give me a hand? I walk away, ignoring him. I'm halfway through the door when his following words stop me in place. I twisted my ankle when I jumped over here. What did you say? I twisted my ankle. It hurts. Pat pulls a sad face. I heave a long sigh. Did you treat it? Yes, I mean, no, Par wouldn't help me. I narrow my eyes at his awkward movements. It's as if he feels guilty. It's because you're an idiot. It hurts like hell. You gotta help me. Pat is about to climb over the fence. The action makes me glower. Are you fucking crazy? Huh? You're not helping me and now cussing at me? Do you want to fall for real? Come here by the front door. Oh. He voices and nods as if just realizing it. Should I be surprised if a half-wit like him falls and dies? It's because of that monkey that I got hurt. Didn't you see that I did nothing and he put me in trouble? I sit still as Pat complains and blames Y, like a kid explaining the situation to their parents so that he won't get scolded for dirtying his shirt. You have to deal with him for me. Deal with him about what? He just came to get his thing. Stay still. I can't press the ice pack. It's cold. Well, it's ice. Don't move. It will spill. I lower my voice and seize the rim of the basin. Otherwise, Pat will flip it. Now that I'm icing his ankle, I know he's a fucking liar. The smell of ointment is so sharp, but he insists Par didn't treat it. What a blatant lie. I want to tell him off, but the sight of his swollen, red ankle changes my mind. I can treat it again if it puts him at ease. I wet the cloth with ice wrapped inside and press it on Pat's ankle. I put a little pressure on the swollen area as I found on the internet just now. The unusual silence makes me put my head up. I know I'm wrong once I meet his eyes. The corner of Pat's lips curl up in a small smile, and the meaningful gaze is fixed on me. Feeling the heat in my cheeks, I drop my eyes and focus on his ankle. Pran. What? The basketball competition is in 2 weeks. The first match is engineering versus architecture. Yeah, I know. Are you playing? I am. Why registered my name? That fucker again. He's my friend. But I'm your boyfriend. I sigh, tilting my head, at a loss for words. Well, yes. Why do you ask, though? I'm also playing. I'm not surprised. But if you don't stop moving, your unhealed ankle will take your name off the list. Well, I have to play. How can't I when you're playing too? Haven't we competed enough? I snicker, grabbing the dry cloth beside me to wipe his ankle. I wrap an elastic bandage around his ankle and put his foot down, then I get up. Alright, done. Clean up. I'm going to work on my project. It's almost midnight. Didn't sleep a wink yesterday. Just 1 more hour. Your 1 hour means until the birds chirp at dawn every time. Come on, it's literally 1 hour today. Okay, I'll set the alarm. Do whatever you want, but clean up first. Pat mumbles something quietly, but I ignore it. I seat myself at my desk and proceed to work. I've already wasted time on stupid stuff for around an hour. Please bring back my working time. I'm pooped. Hearing the sound of the door unlocked, I raise my head from the plan before me. The guy who asked for a duplicate key 2 days ago appears with a moan. You're late today. Yeah, the last day was tough. Did you get home early? You smell good after a shower. Do not come closer. I point a scale ruler at Pat's face threateningly at the second he's about to charge here to hug me with all the sweat. Take a shower. I only took 3 steps in and you're already telling me to take a shower? Can't I catch my breath first? Go and catch your breath in the bathroom. You make my room smell bad. That's harsh. You never go easy on me. Shut up. Pat smiles widely and steps closer to me. Your face is red. Are you sick? A little. Did you take medicine? Of course, I'm not like you. Hey, why did you say that when I'm just worried? I only have one boyfriend. If I can't be worried about you, who am I supposed to be worried about? Go away quickly, I growl. I quit bickering with Pat and turn my attention to the plan. Pat laughs merrily and disappears into the bathroom. How happy he is when I get ticked off. For the past several days, the architecture basketball players practiced after classes regularly, at least 2 or 3 hours a day. The practice got more intense as the competition approached. It was kind of fun at first since I got to exercise, but gradually, the overworked muscles took their toll, causing a fever. Besides the basketball practice, after showering and changing clothes, I had to work on my project until dawn. The competition didn't postpone the thesis due date after all. Pat was no different. His team practiced hard. We both came home soaked in sweat. He dragged himself into the bathroom and then lay down dead next to me as I worked. It was more troublesome for him with his injured ankle. Pat would grumble about how painful it was from time to time and ask me to apply the ointment for him or help him with a warm compress. His condition worries me. The competition is tomorrow. I hope his ankle will be fully recovered. The gymnasium is filled with excitement like this every year. The engineering and architecture teams have stood by the court in basketball uniforms with a cheering crowd on both sides. They're ready to shout and scream at each other to show off their dominance. Many students from different faculties also gather here to watch our match. I sweep my eyes across the crowd and my heart beats faster. Pat stands among his friends on the other side. He bends down and strokes his ankle as if to make sure it's healed. The moment he looks up and catches my eyes, I jump a little like I've been caught doing something wrong. But when Pat makes a face that says, "You're looking at me, right?" it only rubs salt in my wound. Despite the irritation, his mocking gaze calms my nerves. I try to look over his attempt to mess with me and avert my attention to something else, not letting anyone notice our interaction. In contrast, Pat still gives me a smile without care. "Aren't you afraid people would find out? Flirting with me at every chance you get?" Once the game starts, my nervousness vanishes. My teammates' movements in the orange ball are the only things in my mind. The first quarter has passed, but the scores still don't change. The engineering team is as in form as ever. No matter how many times we competed, our team has always been inferior in strength. It can't be helped. We can never beat those bulks in power. We need to use our brains. "Bran, take this!" I nod when Y yells from a corner of the court. The orange ball flies over and lands into my hands. I use the chance when a small gap allows me to dart through. Then I dash to the goal, hop up, and throw the ball into the hoop at high speed. The sound of the ball plummeting in the air through the net and hitting the ground is incredibly satisfying, making the crowd roar. The engineering team doesn't look too pleased about us in the lead. The game is heating up. In the second quarter, I have one more problem. Besides focusing on the match, I'm worried about Pat's ankle. I saw him trip and sway a little seconds ago. Even though he balanced himself before he could fall down, the winds told me it must have been painful. "Bran!" And Pat is still running around the court. What if the injury worsens? Why doesn't their coach switch the players? Doesn't he see that Pat is limping? "Bran! Shit! Bran!" I frown as Pat meets my gaze and widens his eyes in shock. He gestures to my right and rushes to me. When I turn my head to the right, the soaring ball startles me. It's too close to be dodged. Ah! Thud. "Bran!" The ball hits my head directly and sends me to the floor. I feel dizzy. The shouts and whistles are blasting while my vision blurs, failing to take in the surrounding. All I know is a bunch of people are running in and circling me. Someone touches my arm and face. "Bran, are you okay? Look at me, Bran. Shit, you have a nosebleed. Did it hit your nose?" I hear the familiar voice. When my vision is finally clear, the first thing I see is Pat's flustered expression. I still can't pull myself together and feel lost, so I let him lift my chin and wipe my nose with the hem of his basketball shirt. "What the fuck? Don't touch my friend!" This is Y's voice. Fuck off! Fuck off, you son of a bitch! Don't touch me! You fucking bastard! "Not now, why? Look at Pran." The voices are coming from Pat, Y, Ke, and many others, reverberate and make me feel woozy. My head hurts too much to care who is talking. "Pran, I'll take you to the nurse's office. Can you get up? Get on my back." I wince with the pain from my temples. I grab my head and shut my eyes tightly. "Your head hurts? Where else does it hurt? Tell me." I can still hear Pat's voice near my ears, but my head feels so heavy that I fail to utter a word. The world is tilting, making me lose balance. All the noises fade away slowly. When I feel the wind blowing across my face, everything turns silent. I open my eyes to the white ceiling, still feeling muzzy. The weight in my head hinders me from raising my head. I can only glance at the side and find out I'm on a bed in the nurse's office, shielded by the blue curtain. Get out of here! You get out! I'm going to check on Pran. Why the fuck do you want to see my friend? The competition is over. So get the fuck away! Pat and Y are at each other's throats behind the curtain. It sounds pretty far. Suddenly, the image of Pat rushing towards me flashes in my mind. This is fucked up. Whip! I jump when the curtain is drawn open. Kay is the one doing it. How are you feeling, Pran? It's okay. It's just this headache. Good. Your head is swollen and bruised a little, but the nurse said it's not serious. You probably got hit too hard by the ball that you had a nosebleed. I nod. How did I get here? Kay stares at me quietly and sits down on the edge of the bed. Pat carried you here. His answer has made me speechless. Silence fills the room, not a single question asked. I press my lips together in distress. As the tension increases, Kay speaks first. You two don't hate each other as we believed, right? What I saw today contradicted everything I've seen before. The way he looked at you wasn't the way one would look at someone they hate. Lucky for our team that you were unconscious. Y says evenly, walking in, and I turn my head to him abruptly. When our eyes meet, I drop my gaze to my hands and swallow hard, my hands damp in sweat. If you could open your eyes, I might have seen the same way you'd look at him was the same way he looked at you. I save my breath, only frowning at my hands quietly, not knowing what to say. I know everything has happened for real. I must have been so happy that I forgot who I am, what I'm doing, what I'm hiding, and what I'm carrying on my shoulders. I must have forgotten that my relationship with Pat is not something people around me can accept. I want to smack my own face for being so stupid and ruining everything. I thought I was holding everything in my hands carefully enough, but as it turned out, I threw everything on the ground. I was so foolish that I even forgot my own fear. And now my terror is taking shape. I guess things would be as I expected. When the secret is no longer a secret, something might disappear. End of scene 13.